money.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
For each year they'd protected him. Look how far you've come, they told him. You owe us. The demands came with a chilling twist. Matthias, the brother who once celebrated Paul's every success, was orchestrating it all. But the extortion attempt was just the opening act. Matthias launched a social media campaign that would make tabloid editors salivate. He claimed Paul had hired a witch doctor to curse teammate Kylian Mbappe, a devastating accusation in the high-stakes world of Paris Saint-Germain and the French national team. The mask has fallen, Matthias declared. The world needs to know who Paul Pogba really is. The irony was bitter. While Matthias accused Paul of using black magic, he was performing his own dark arts, attempting to transform brotherly love into cold cash. In the summer of 1966, a 17-year-old Nigerian defender captured the world's imagination. Not just with his defensive prowess, but with the acrobatic celebrations that would become his trademark. As Nigeria made history by becoming the first African nation to win Olympic football gold, Celestine Babayaro backflipped his way into football folklore. Chelsea had already seen enough. They broke their transfer record for a teenager, paying Anderlecht £2.25 million for a player who would soon become the club's youngest ever Champions League player. The backflips that started on dusted Nigerian fields were now gracing Stamford Bridge. When I arrived in London, it was like stepping into a different universe, Babayaro would later recall. I went from earning pocket money in Nigeria to having more money than I could count. The trappings of success came quickly. A mansion in London's exclusive Hampstead area, a fleet of luxury cars that included 3 Ferraris, 2 Mercedes, and a Porsche, designer clothes, VIP nightclub appearances. Babayaro was living the Premier League dream, and living it large. But beneath the glamour lay a weight that would eventually crack even his acrobat's shoulders. In Nigerian culture, success isn't individual, it's communal. When you make it in Europe, Babayaro explained, you don't just make it for yourself. You make it for your entire extended family, your village, sometimes even people you've never met who claim some distant connection. The requests started small. School fees for a cousin, medical bills for an uncle, a new roof for the family house. But they multiplied like compound interest. Soon, Babayaro was supporting over 30 relatives back home. The cracks started showing during his time at Newcastle United. His performances dipped as the financial pressure mounted. Injuries didn't help, neither did the lifestyle he maintained, still trying to live like a Chelsea star on a reduced salary. The Ferrari collection dwindled, sold one by one to meet obligations. The Hampstead mansion went next. But the requests from home didn't stop. If anything, they'd increased. The hardest part, he admitted, was saying no. How do you tell your own blood that you can't help anymore? They say you can't imprison joy. Ronaldinho proved it. But at what cost? In 2005, he was unstoppable. The toothy grin that lit up the Camp Nou belonged to a man who had everything: a World Cup winner's medal, the Ballon d'Or, and endorsement deals that made him the face of global football. Nike, Pepsi, EA Sports. Everyone wanted a piece of football's most marketable magician. His bank account swelled to $125 million, fueled by a salary that made him the highest paid player in the world. But Ronaldinho's gift was his curse. He played life like he played football, with creative abandon and without looking at the scoreboard. The parties started small, a celebration here, a night out there. But soon they grew, like a snowball rolling down a mountain, gathering size and speed until it became an avalanche. 2 girlfriends shared his mansion, each with their own bedroom, while Ronaldinho's bank account hemorrhaged money faster than he could earn it. By 2018, the party lights began to flicker. Tax authorities in Brazil found their patience exhausted. They seized 57 properties and confiscated his Brazilian and Spanish passports. The man who once had $125 million now had $5 in his account, barely enough for a soccer ball. But rock bottom had a basement. In March 2020, Ronaldinho and his brother were arrested in Paraguay for entering the country with fake passports. The greatest showman in football history found himself performing in a prison yard, winning a tournament with fellow inmates. His team's prize? A 15-kilogram pig for a barbecue. Yet somehow, impossibly, that smile never faded. Even in prison photos, Ronaldinho beamed as if he were still at the Camp Nou. He lost his fortune, but kept his joy, a trade that perhaps only he could understand. I I am Maradona, who makes goals, who makes mistakes. I can take it all. I have shoulders big enough to fight with everybody. These words, spoken in his prime, would become a tragic prophecy. The greatest footballer who ever lived died with €75,000 to his name, a pittance for a man who once commanded millions. But Maradona's story isn't just about lost money. It's about a genius who gave everything away, including himself. His descent began in Barcelona in 1983, when cocaine first kissed his lips. By the time he led Napoli to their only Serie A titles, the addiction had him in its grasp. Every triumphant headline had a dark subplot. Every magical moment on the pitch was followed by a darker one off it. The numbers tell one story. Millions earned, millions lost. But Maradona would hand out watches to strangers who complimented him. He bought apartments for family members he barely knew. His generosity was as legendary as his left, his health, his very essence. The numbers tell one story. 43 trophies, the most decorated footballer in history. But numbers can't capture the vertigo of his fall. January 2023, a Barcelona nightclub. The scene doesn't begin with handcuffs or police sirens. It begins with privilege. Dani Alves, football royalty, in the VIP section. By morning, accusations of sexual assault would start a domino effect that would topple an empire built over 2 decades. The initial denials came quickly, smoothly, the practiced ease of a man used to controlling narratives. "I don't know who this woman is," he claimed. But DNA doesn't lie, and evidence doesn't bend to celebrity. With each new statement, each changed story, Alves dug himself deeper. These aren't just stories of lost fortunes. They're human tragedies played out on football's grand stage. Some lost their wealth to addiction, others to betrayal. Some gave it away freely, while others had it stolen through cunning or force. But perhaps the most tragic losses weren't measured in money at all. They were the lost relationships, lost reputations, and lost dreams that no amount of wealth could ever buy back. The beautiful game's ugliest moments often happen far from the floodlights, where cameras don't capture the final score. In the end, these stories remind us that in football, as in life, it's not just about how high you climb, but how well you prepare for the descent.